when the galaxy's deadliest assassins began erasing humanity. Earth didn't send soldiers. They unleashed the Boogeymen. Silent ships slipped past orbital scans. Phase blades sliced through bunkers. Poison clouds drifted across sleeping colonies. They struck at night, and when dawn rose, entire outposts were graveyards. They called themselves the Zerath, an ancient covert race known only in whispers. Where they walked, no voices remained. Where they struck, nothing lived. The Galactic Council said nothing. Humanity, to them, was just another newborn species fumbling through the stars. Within 1 week, 17 Terran colonies were annihilated. Over 500,000 dead. No survivors. No leads. President Alacross stood in a war room buried beneath Europa's frozen surface, her hands trembling as she stared at the list of names growing longer by the hour. "They're not just killing us," she whispered. "They're erasing us." General Kane, old, scarred, and silent, nodded once. Then he spoke 2 words that froze the room. "Call them." The chamber went still. "Sir," an aide said carefully, "you can't mean." "We don't have soldiers who can stop the Zerath," Kane replied. "But we do have monsters." Project Nocturn had been sealed for 30 years. Even most military leaders didn't know it existed. Buried in Earth's forbidden archives, accessible only under existential threat clearance. Not because it was dangerous to aliens. Because it was dangerous to everything. Project Nocturn was never about creating soldiers. It was about creating living vengeance. 3 weeks later, the next Zerath strike did not go as planned. They landed on Mars Moon Deimos, expecting another easy purge. What they found was silence. No civilians. No defenses. Just an abandoned habitat, and something watching them. The first squad vanished. Then the second. The third tried to retreat, but their ship's AI was already dead. And then something stepped out of the shadows. Humanoid. Tall. Silent. Wrong. Very, very wrong. Skin like obsidian. Eyes glowing dim red. No heat signature. No life signs. No mercy. The last Zerath tried to phase out. They didn't make it. Humanity released the footage. A short clip broadcast across every major channel in the galaxy. Zerath corpses pinned to walls with their own bones. Blood frozen mid-air. And a distorted human voice, low and calm. "You hunted civilians. Try hunting us." The galaxy recoiled in horror. Humanity didn't send diplomats. They sent nightmares. The Galactic Council demanded answers. Earth stayed silent. Behind reinforced glass, President Cross faced Subject 7. "They killed children," she said. "You want them gone?" The thing asked, its voice deep and cold. "We want balance." "Balance died with your colonies." She swallowed. "Then what do you want?" The Boogeyman smiled. "A hunt." The Zerath began to fall. Not in battles. In pieces. Safe houses gutted. Assassins screaming as internal nanits cooked them alive. One cell on Cairo 7 woke to find their ship drifting into a star, doors locked, oxygen venting, a message carved into the walls. "We see you." Within 2 months, over 80% of known Zerath safe houses were gone. No declarations. No negotiations. For the first time in recorded history, assassins went into hiding. The predators had become prey. General Kane watched red dots vanish from the tactical display. "They're not just killing Zerath," his aide whispered. "They're hunting them extinct." "That was the deal," Kane muttered. "Unleash the shadows. Live with what they do." "But sir, they're not just shadows." "They're Boogeymen," Kane finished. "We told the galaxy we were civilized. But we never forgot what we used to be." One Zerath warlord remained. Vaughn, leader of the Black Talon sect. He sent a message to Earth. "You have made your point. Call off your wraiths or we will retaliate." Earth did not reply. Days later, Vaughn's ship AI began singing an old Earth nursery rhyme. The lights dimmed. Gravity failed. And the last thing he saw was a red smile in total darkness. Vaughn was never found. His fleet drifted empty. Human symbols painted on the walls, a skull, a shadow, and beneath it, a message etched in alien blood. We are what comes after the scream. The council convened. They tried to condemn Earth. They tried to impose sanctions. But they didn't act. Because the Boogeymen were still out there. And if pushed again, they would be unleashed once more. Earth rebuilt quietly. Slowly, the colonies rose again. And on every wall, every spaceport, every academy, one sentence was carved into stone. We are not alone in the dark. We are the dark.